Welcome back to our channel, Soap Best. Today is a beautiful, glorious day to dive into the absolute madness that is Port Charles. So grab your iced coffees and buckle up, because the tea we are spilling today is piping hot. Let's start with Curtis Ashford, because my heart is actually breaking into a million tiny little pieces. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen. The man has been sentenced to prison. Prison? After everything with Isaiah Gannon in the trial, which was a total circus. Martin Gray tried to save him, but it wasn't enough. Curtis having that emotional goodbye with his newborn son, baby Desmond. I was bawling my eyes out. The tears were literally streaming down my face. He missed Trina's entire childhood because of Portia's lies, and now he has to miss Desmond's first years because he's locked up in Pentonville? Not okay. I'm done. But wait. You'd think, okay, he'll just do his time, keep his head down, maybe read some books in his cell. Nope. The writers are like, let's make his life a literal living hell. Guess who his new prison cellmate is? Jens Sidwell. My jaw dropped. Jens Sidwell, the absolute psychopath who has been terrorizing half of Port Charles, holding Justine hostage, running international crime rings, is sharing a tiny concrete box with Curtis. The audacity. I can't breathe. Sidwell is going to try to form some twisted alliance, or make Curtis's life miserable, and Curtis is just trying to survive so he can see his baby again. Mark my words, this is going to end badly. Sidwell is so manipulative, he's probably going to threaten Curtis's family on the outside if Curtis doesn't do his dirty work on the inside. Oh wait, before that happened actually, let's talk about Laura Collins. Our unbothered Queen Mayor Laura is packing her bags for Ireland. She's been so stressed with everything, especially Lulu and Charlotte's drama, and covering up Rocco's shooting secret, so she's like, I need a vacation, I'm going to see Kevin and Ace, which sounds so cute and romantic, right? Wrong. This is a soap opera, nobody gets a cute vacation. Word on the street is that Laura's Ireland adventure is going to turn into absolute chaos. She might learn that Kevin has fallen in love with someone else in Ireland. Kevin. Cheating? I was like, are you serious right now? Is that the real reason he decided to stay on for another semester teaching in Dublin? If Kevin is cheating on Laura, I will personally riot. I am personally offended by his choice. Why would he do that? Laura has been through enough with the Cassadines and the Spencer family drama. This news is going to set off a massive chain reaction back in Portugal. I'm calling it now. The divorce papers will be flying, and Laura is going to be devastated. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, maybe Laura will lean on Martin or someone else, but I am just so mad at Kevin right now. I forgot to mention earlier, but Anna Devane is losing her actual mind, and it is stressing me out so bad. She is still seeing hallucinations of Peter August. Peter! The worst villain ever, who is completely dead, but is somehow still ruining lives from beyond the grave. He is literally whispering in her ear, telling her to execute this deadly trap for Britt Westmore. Anna is acting like she's totally healed from her Windermere captivity, but she is fully operating on the advice of a ghost. It's wild. It's insane. But here's the twist that has me screaming. Sonny Corinthos is starting to realize something isn't quite right with Anna. Sonny, the mob boss, who just officially quit the mob, which is insane, by the way, and don't even get me started on that false piece Carly is worried about, is suddenly playing detective because he senses Anna is totally off the rails. They had that chat where Anna admitted it wasn't completely over, and Sonny, who knows all about mental health struggles, is picking up the clues. I honestly think Sonny is going to get involved and stop Peter's deadly plan for Britt. But wait, if Sonny saves Britt, what does that mean for Britt and Jason? Jason just dumped her basically to focus on Danny, which broke her heart. But if Britt almost dies because of Anna's crazy hallucinations, could this be the final nail in the coffin that permanently separates Britt and Jason? Or will it bring them back together? The drama is so dramatic. I literally can't predict what Jason will do because he's so changed from that WSB black site. Okay, where was I? Right, so Trina, my girl Trina Robinson, is trying to live her best life, focusing on her music showcase with Gio Palmieri, ignoring her parents' toxic divorce and prison drama, and what does she get? A secret stalker. Honestly, she can never catch a break. She needs to get it together. I swear, well, not her, but the universe needs to give her a break. But it gets worse, because the stalker isn't just sending creepy notes. They are actively trying to eliminate Kai Taylor. Kai is in so much danger right now. Is it Quinn, his creepy former friend? Is it Simon, the sleazy music producer who is forcing Trina and Gio into a fake showman? I don't even know, but Kai is feeling so uneasy, and Trina is going to be devastated if her stalker hurts. I was literally pacing around my living room thinking about this. Kai is just trying to work for Willow and survive, and now he's got a target on his back. And Trina is already dealing with Curtis going to Pentonville. It's too much for one person. And don't even get me started on Jocelyn Jack. Joss has a big mouth, we all know this. It's iconic, but also so annoying sometimes. She was bantering with Hudson Parker, who was totally shady by the way, at the WSB office or wherever, and accidentally said way too much. She spilled some intel, and now Hudson is making a major move regarding baby Phoebe Chase. Hudson heard Ethan Lovett and Ava talking previously. He knows there's a secret about Delilah Wilson's baby. Ethan faked that DNA test and fled town like a coward, leaving Ava to deal with Hudson. Now Hudson is stalking Brooklyn while she's walking Phoebe. He literally walked up to her at the Quartermaine estate. Brooklyn is already a nervous wreck because she's hiding her own massive hit-and-run secret where she framed Willow, and now this random businessman is hovering around her newly adopted baby. He's gonna blow up the entire Quartermaine Chase family, I swear. If Chase finds out Brooklyn lied about the accident and the baby's paternity is fake, it's over. Marriage over. Oh wait, I have to circle back to the Quartermaines, because Willow Tate Kane is currently living my actual nightmare. Michael Corinthos, who's acting so unhinged lately, honestly, buying deception shares and plotting has forced Willow to move back into the Quartermaine gatehouse so he can keep an eye on her and the kids. He bluffed her, claiming he has proof she shot Drew because Trina and Kai heard Wiley's ringtone. So now Willow is literally trapped on her ex-husband's property, while her current husband, Drew Kane, is plotting revenge against her. The tension at that estate is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Brooklyn is having a massive meltdown over Willow being there because she thinks Willow is going to steal Chase back. And Tracy? Tracy is practically at the door every 5 seconds harassing Willow. Willow literally warned Tracy, "I don't think you have any idea what I'm capable of." Yes, Willow, give us villain energy. But honestly, Tracy is the last person you want to threaten. Tracy will destroy you before breakfast. I was eating a piece of toast when Willow said that, and I literally gasped. The audacity. Finally, let's talk about the teens, because they are bringing the absolute angst we need. Scout Kane Quartermaine and Rocco Falconeri are totally inching towards a teen romance. They are spending so much time together at the Metro Court pool, and Scout is confiding all her secret plans in Rocco. She wants to see Danny and her maternal relatives, and she made Rocco swear not to tell anyone. It is so cute, but of course, Drew Kane is going to ruin it. Drew is fully mobile now, his locked-in syndrome is over, and he is already isolating Scout from Danny because he hates Jason and Sunny. If Drew catches Scout looking cozy with Rocco, who is Dante's son and Sunny's grandson, not to mention the kid who actually shot Ross Cullum, he is going to absolutely flip out. Drew is going to become even more controlling of Scout, mark my words. He is going to lock her in a tower like Rapunzel or something, to keep her away from the Corinthos family. Alexis is trying to fight Drew on Scout's behalf, but Drew is so vengeful right now. He's teaming up with Ava to take down Sunny. He's threatening Jason. He's just a menace. Every single storyline is colliding right now. The mob exits, the WSB secrets, the fake DNA tests, the stalkers, the prison cellmates. I am so invested, I feel like these are my real-life neighbors and I am personally stressed about their life choices. Why would they do these things? Let me just loop back to the whole Curtis and Sidwell situation, because I cannot get over the sheer panic I felt watching that. Imagine walking into a tiny, claustrophobic prison cell, already depressed because you just left your girlfriend and your brand new baby, and sitting on the bunk is the international criminal who tried to murder your friends. Sidwell is so smug too. He just sits there with that terrifying grin. Curtis is a tough guy, former cop, former PI, but Pentonville is a whole different beast. Sidwell is probably going to orchestrate a prison riot or force Curtis to smuggle contraband. And remember, Sunny visited Sidwell in Pentonville to offer him a deal for protection, but Sidwell refused. So Sidwell has no mob protection, which means he's going to use Curtis as his human shield. Literally shaking just thinking about it. If Curtis gets shanked in prison because of Sidwell, I will write a strongly worded letter to the network. Seriously. And speaking of letters, what is Laura going to do when she gets to Ireland? I am picturing her knocking on Kevin's door in Dublin, holding a cute little gift for Ace, and some other woman answers the door wearing Kevin's bathrobe. Oh my god. I just made that up in my head, but what if that actually happened? My jaw would unhinge from my face. Laura and Kevin have survived Ryan Chamberlain. They survived the whole Esme Prince nightmare, and a semester abroad is what breaks them. It's actually tragic. I feel so bad for Laura. She's been dealing with Lulu's meltdowns over Charlotte and Valentine. She's been covering up Rocco's shooting of Cullum. She is carrying the weight of the entire city of Port Charles on her shoulders. She deserves a faithful husband. If Kevin is cheating, he is officially canceled. Cancelled? Let's pivot back to Anna Devane, because her storyline is giving me literal nightmares. The way they filmed those hallucinations of Peter August? Chilling. He just pops up in mirrors and dark corners, whispering these toxic, murderous ideas into her head. And Anna, our brilliant, iconic super spy, is actually listening. She's setting a trap for Britt. Britt, who has already been through hell with the fake Huntington's disease and being arrested in Tortola. Britt finally gets her freedom, gets her job back at GH, and now Anna is going to try to take her out. It's so unfair. But thank God Sonny is observant. Sonny might have stepped away from the mob, but his instincts are still razor sharp. He knows when someone is cracking. If Sonny intervenes, it's going to be the most epic showdown. Sonny versus a hallucinating Anna Devane? Yes, please. Give it to me now. And the Trina stalker situation? It's giving me classic 90s soap thriller vibe. Kai Taylor is just a sweet guy trying to help out, and now he's got a target on his back. Trina has been through so much trauma with Spencer and Esme and everything else. She just wants to focus on her art and her music showcase with Gio. But no, some creep is lurking in the shadows. I swear if it's Quinn, I'm going to scream. He popped back into town acting all apologetic, but he has those crazy eyes. You know the eyes. The eye will boil your bunny eye. Kai better watch his back, because this stalker is not playing around. And Hudson Parker? Who even is this guy? He rolls into town looking all sharp and mysterious, and immediately starts dismantling Ethan's fake paternity scam. Ethan is such a coward for running away, leaving Ava to deal with this mess. Ava is tough, but Hudson is relentless. When Hudson walked up to Brooklyn and Phoebe, my heart stopped. Brooklyn was just out for a stroll, probably stressing about Chase and Willow, and Hudson just swoops in. He knows Phoebe is Delilah Wilson's baby. If he takes that baby away from Brooklyn and Chase, I will sob. They have fought so hard for a family. But also, Brooklyn kind of deserves some karma for framing Willow for the hit and run. I'm so torn. I love Brooklyn, but she is being so shady right now. And speaking of shady, Michael Corinthos is the king of shade right now. Forcing Willow into the gatehouse? It's giving hostage situation. Willow is trapped on the Q estate. Tracy is breathing down her neck. Brooklyn is glaring at her, and Drew is plotting her demise. Drew is fully unhinged. He got his mobility back, he got his speech back, and he is out for blood. He's teaming up with Ava Jerome to take down Sonny, which is a wild alliance, but I'm kind of here for it. The drama is just so rich. But the Scout and Rocco romance is the little sliver of light in all this dark. They are so cute together. Rocco has been carrying so much guilt over shooting Cullum, and Scout is dealing with her dad turning into a supervillain. They need each other. But Drew is going to ruin it. He is so possessive of Scout. He doesn't want her anywhere near the Corinthos. The second he sees them holding hands or sharing a milkshake at Bobby's, he is going to explode. Honestly, if Drew tries to lock Scout away, I hope Rocco stands up to him. Rocco has already proven he's willing to pull a trigger to protect his family, so Drew better tread lightly. But then again, Drew is a former Navy SEAL, so he's not easily intimidated. The impending clash between Drew and the entire Corinthos Falconeri clan is going to be legendary. I am popping my popcorn right now just anticipating it. Every single day in Port Charles right now is a masterclass in chaos. From Pentonville to Ireland, from the Quartermaine Gatehouse to the WSB headquarters, nobody is safe. Secrets are exploding, fake DNA tests are unraveling, and hallucinations are driving people to murder. I literally cannot wait for the next episode. I am counting down the minute. Will Curtis survive his terrifying new cellmate, and is Kevin truly betraying Laura in Ireland? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below, smash that subscribe button, and join our soap squad.